What's happening, YouTube? Pretty much in this video, I'ma just introduce y'all to my boy Scoot Henderson. I'm sure a lot of y'all know who he is, but basically, I just feel like I really need to talk about him because he's gonna be in the 2023 NBA draft. And yes, I know. Look at my trash attempt of jersey swaps. I really tried it. I know it looks really trash, but I'm just trying to manifest Scoot Henderson to somehow fall to my beautiful Los Angeles Clippers so we could be a really unstoppable dynasty with Scoot Henderson, Jay Scrub, and Brandon Boston, and Amir Coffey, and all them boys, in Kawhi and PG and Luke Kennard. So I just, attempted to do a little jersey swap with all of that. It's definitely not nowhere near good because my editing is always, nowhere near good, but I really did what I can. But anyways, let me talk about my boy Scoot Henderson. So Scoot Henderson, he went to Cal High School, which is a school in Georgia, and he was definitely a beast. Like, he was a certified beast. He one time dropped 53 points, and he also played against Mikey Williams, which is he essentially dominated his high school career so much that he literally skipped senior year. He skipped senior year. I repeat, he skipped senior year so much that he went straight to the NBA G League. He is literally supposed to be a high schooler right now, but he skipped senior year, so currently he's playing the G League, and and I know his stats may not look the best if you just randomly look at his stats, but if you kind of keep a little radar on him, he had explosions, and when he explodes, he dominates. Like, one prime example, I can recall he dropped like 31 points, um, got a good amount of assists, I believe, like 10 assists or something like that. And he essentially dominated. Like, it was against the Santa Cruz Warriors. That's when they had Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, and yeah, pretty much pretty much that's legit competition, like legit NBA players. And Scoot Henderson, he managed to go off. He literally went off, like, as a supposed to be a high schooler, right? He's supposed to be just your typical high school senior. Like, he is literally like the same age as I am, except he's just 1 month older than me. Like, and he's already playing in the G League. Just try to imagine that. Just just let that sink in. A high school senior, a person who's supposed to be a high school senior, born in February, I forgot, February 1st, I think, or I forgot, but February 1st, 2004, right? Um, and you're literally playing in a G League, which is the second closest to the NBA, and you had really nice spurts, like you like, and then you pretty much, like, tonight he was in a Rising Stars game. He played with players like LaMelo Ball, um, Ayo Dosunmu, played with played against Tyrese Halliburton, Desmond Bain, all those people and all that. And Scoot did not do too much, but he had a lot of nice hustle plays, and he showed off his little mid range, and it's pretty smooth. But think about it. He's literally like a high school senior, right? But he's literally in the G League and playing in a Rising Stars challenge when he's supposed to be a high school senior. Like, I know I'm repeating myself, but that's really tough to imagine. Like, I know I'm just trying to manifest him to fall to my Clippers, but I just don't think that's possible if I'm gonna keep 100 with you, because I don't think teams will be that dumb to pass up on him unless if a really big injury happened or he had a really big bad season slump next season. But we do not want to wish anything bad to happen to anybody. So like, just being 100, I don't think it's really possible for Scoot Henderson to become a Clipper unless either, like I said, if the Clippers become really bad next season, which is there's no way in the heck that would happen, or Scoot or something like unexpected happened to Scoot, like something bad happened to Scoot, which is hopefully that does not happen. But I mean, 2023 and 2024 is a loaded draft class, so you never really know. There's also there is like a possible chance he could maybe drop a little bit, maybe like top 10 pick, because there it is a really loaded draft class to say the least. It has Amari Bailey, Keontae George, Dariq Whitehead, Victor Wembanyama, and all of them boys, bro. But it'll be really tough for Scoot to become Clippers. But hey, you can manifest all you want. I just want to have some fun. You feel me? You never know. Who knows? But anyways, let me just talk about what he could essentially do. So Scoot Henderson, he's a 6'4" point guard, like 6'9" wingspan. He is a really big point guard. He is lightning quick. He is very athletic. Like he is the type of player that would pretty much like he could definitely like do it like kind of like a full court press. Like he'll be like from like the top of the key, and he could literally like drive quick to the basket and just get a dunk or get a really nice layup. Like he is one of the players that's really tough to guard, like because he is extremely lightning quick with that size, which is that's a really great mechanic to have. My bad. And also he has he has like a nice mid range, which is it kind of showed a little bit in the Rising Star Challenge and all the other games. Like his games like based off slashing and the mid range. He's a really high IQ, really good playmaker. He hustles on a lot of plays, and when you add hustling to with athleticism, it's pretty much match made in heaven. And his defense is really amazing as well too. Like especially because he's a quick player and he does whatever it takes. Which is that's very amazing, Scoot. Now, Scoot Henderson's weakness is he could try to kind of work on getting consistent all of that, and he can also try to definitely work on efficiency. His 3-point shooting is definitely his weakness because if you look at his stats, like remember like earlier when I said if you look at Scoot Henderson's stats, you probably would be doubting him. You probably would think like, oh, why is this guy hyping up Scoot Henderson that much? But yeah, he basically shot like 17% from the 3-point line, that is definitely nowhere near good. But you can always there's always room for improvement. But his upside is just unreal. Like I said, he dropped 31 points versus the Santa Cruz Warriors, and he also dropped 27 points against the Kings, the Stockton Kings, and he had another like 30 points or 29 points or something like that. I honestly kind of forgot, but man, I just want to find like a perfect opportunity to kind of talk about Scoot Henderson, but like I just kind of missed out a little bit. It was a little bit of last month, but tonight I actually get to manage to actually witness Scoot Henderson like actually play live, and it was on a Rising Star game. And like I said earlier, he didn't really do too much in the stat sheets, but he didn't really do too much either if you were not paying attention to Scoot Henderson, because as of right now, a lot of people do know Scoot Henderson, but at the same time, he is not mainstream. But a lot of people do know he is, and I'm sure people watching my videos know who Scoot Henderson is, but probably don't know too much information. So I just want to throw the information out of the air. But again, I believe he had like 2 points. Like he scored one field goal. And I just like his hustle on defense. Like he made a lot of hustle plays, and his defense is really good considering that he has a 6'9" wingspan. And if I had to give Scoot Henderson a NBA comparison, and I know it's probably going to be a really big of a stretch, but I would honestly compare this guy to Dwayne Wade because, look, Dwayne Wade, his game is strictly on slashing and quickness, and Scoot Henderson and Dwayne Wade, their athleticism are pretty much like really the same. Like they're both high flyers. They both have a really strong body, and they're both lightning quick, and they do like the full court presser, whatever you really call it. But basically from the top of key, and next thing you know, he just penetrates inside the paint, just gets a nice acrobatic layup or a really nice dunk. Both play pretty good defense. Both have a really nice mid range. Both of them could, like could work on their 3 pointers. Except Dwayne Wade, of course, being Dwayne Wade, he's reliable for the 3 pointers, and Scoot Henderson being a person who's essentially like a high school age. Of course, he has plenty of time to definitely grow on shooting threes and all the stuff. So, and 3 point shooting it's like really easy to develop because look at Kawhi, look at Ja, look at um, Jason Kidd, look at Lonzo Ball. Like when they came to the league, their 3 point shooting is definitely not the best, but now they're either a great 3 point shooter or at least they're pretty reliable. So there's a lot of room for Scoot Henderson to grow, especially on a 3 point line. 3 point line. And another weakness of Scoot Henderson is turnovers because sometimes he could try to work on how to control the ball and how to try to limit the turnovers and all that. But a lot of stars struggles with turnovers, especially Paul George. He would struggle with turnovers at times. But yeah, that's basically Scoot Henderson's weakness. But I think Scoot Henderson is going to be a beast when he comes to the league. He's going to be in the 2023 NBA draft class. But if I had to give him an honest prediction on like when will be selected, like of course, ideally, I want him to fall like in the 20s and to fall to my Clippers. But if I'm being 100, he's definitely going to be like I think he's probably going to go #1 pick because he played competition like at a really like young high school age. But it's probably going to be either one or two or three or one, two or three, like at least a top 3 pick if you want to be really realistic. But but yeah, that's pretty much my details on Scoot Henderson and all of that. So just let me know what you think about Scoot Henderson and all of that. Like, you think he's going to be a really big phenom? I think he's honestly going to be a big phenom, but there'll always be people who would think otherwise. And also want to throw out a little question: who do you think is going to be a better player in the NBA? Scoot Henderson or Amari Bailey? I have not seen too much of Amari Bailey, I'll admit. I might try to watch some of his highlights to get more of an intel. I heard he's a beast, but from what I've seen from Scoot, Scoot is a certified dog, and he's probably like one of my favorite upcoming prospects. Him and DeJon Wagner are my favorite. DJ Wagner, DeJon Wagner's son. Like DJ Wagner, he's really smooth. He has a nice handles and all that stuff, but that's probably another video. I kind of talked about him a little bit on my 5 upcoming prospects. It was not really a ranking video, but it's just me talking about 5 random prospects. But yeah, just let me know of what you think about. All right, one more thing I gotta talk about. So Scoot Henderson to the Clippers. That's honestly like that's my really big miracle wishful thinking that could happen for my Clippers. But my realistic wish for 2023 to get like in the Clippers a true point guard, because the Clippers struggle with point guards and like getting a legit point guard. I would like Scott Clark to be a Clipper, but if I really, really, really want to manifest, I would love my boy Scooty to become a Clipper. But that's just that. So like I said, be sure to leave a like and comment, subscribe. What you think about Scoot Henderson and all of that, and I'll try to chat with y'all in the comment section. And as y'all know, peace.